And now we're recording. Sorry, I've been sitting here dealing with goddamn Mickey Mouse voice the entire time. Anyway, yeah, I don't know what's up with this thing sometimes. It's Ustream. It's got nothing to do with my computer. Sometimes I just. It was so funny to hear you say, "Fuck" as a chipmunk. Yeah, I bet it was. I bet it was a good time. Okay, well, I deeply apologize, guys, for the technical issues. Like I said, once we get that server and once we get everything big moving on, uh, once we get that going, now I sound like Britney Spears. Okay, it's just like I need to know: are we really having? Is it oddly hot? That's crazy. Am I really having? This shit is funny. Please record next time. Okay. All right, I will record next time. Okay. I can't have jokes like that. If you give me a joke like that, I almost might take you seriously. That's the problem. Because I'm used to expecting things that are outside of my control to have issues. So that's the problem right there. That I can't fix them. Other than just restarting it all together, and hopefully this time the program runs where it doesn't create that error. So hey Throb, hey everybody, good to see you guys. Good afternoon. Happy Saturday to you guys. How's your guys' weekend so far? You know, y'all doing well? Y'all, a little bit of a. You sound normal gay, not uber chipmunk gay. Well, thank you, Matoda. That really means a lot. And Matoda, by the way, I gotta email you the logo. I love the blank email you sent. That was funny. Either that or you just copied and sent that entire thing. What would it be like if you? Would it be if you sound like Britney Spears though? I don't even. That's what I was saying. I was like, what? Hi, Johnny. Hugs. Yeah, I'm doing very well today, Bottom. Yeah, no, we're fantastic. Like having a great day. Okay. Question: did my feed work for my phone? Who all watched that? It said I had like 6 viewers total. I was surprised that there wasn't any other people. But was anybody else watching that? I was curious how that was doing because I was driving while I was doing it. How was my voice lined up with the frame? Was everything good? Hey, Squint, thank you. It was really good, really. What? When? On my way here, I didn't send out a text. I sent out a text saying I was going to be, in 10 minutes. It works really good. That's good to hear, Rick. And then all of a sudden, I'm sitting there driving, I get a text message from Campa. He goes, hey, you should try streaming live right now from your phone, just to, And I was like, genius. So I told Campa, I told Campa, I was like, hey, when I was on camera, I figured he would probably end up knowing if I was doing that. So I just started streaming, and then I saw I had 6 viewers, and I assumed one of them was Campa. So I said, hey, Campa, if you're watching this right now, please type in the chat. The hum and stuff was insane. It was good, better than Chipmunk Cam. Oh, wow. The voice is a bit lagged behind the video. See, that's what I need to hear right there, Matota. That's really interesting because when I was first doing this, in the middle of Scottsdale, I was able to get the streaming, and it wasn't doing any of that crazy stuff with my voice. At least that's what we figured out when Campa was testing it. So, I think my chat froze again. This is great. Why is chat freezing so bad today? Is it just... Do I need to empty out the database, maybe? Okay, I can see that bottom. Never mind. I saw that. No, never mind. You guys just weren't typing. Okay. So anyway, I suppose you guys were probably listening to me. I'm just used to... This is what I'm used to, is talking, and then you guys are just feeding me stuff to keep reading. And quite often I'll miss what you say, but the constant feed to me is showing activity. So I'm not used to when everybody just awesome and gives me that awkward silence. But then I realize you guys are... Some of you, you guys are always listening. Or you're all listening, excuse me. I should have driven past the pad and mooned them, right? Okay, so I was curious. Who all press 1 if you guys got to watch that? I have 14 viewers right now, and I don't think... Okay. 14 viewers, that means one person's not in chat. So bear that, Matota. Okay. Then I will start tweeting before my shows. I gotta figure out a different way to do that. So only Matota and Beardad caught me, it looks like. Nobody else? Camper, are you even there? What's going on here? I'm so confused. Because Camper, you didn't respond back to my text either. So I was like, huh? Did you not get it? Huh, that's really weird. It said I had 6 viewers and... I didn't know you were going to do it. I mean, you threw me the text, so I just ran away and do it. Okay. Well, never mind. The recording will be up later. Alright, so just Matota and Bear Dad are apparently the only ones. There's an attachment. I'm going to check. I thought I checked the attachments and it was just the same old, it looked like the same picture that you gave me before. Oh, never mind. Huh. Wow. Oh. I'm trying to think here. This is Matota, would you be offended if I showed this to anybody? If I showed this to the chat? Man, you guys also just all shut up. What happened? It's like I walk in and then you all don't want to talk. It's like there's more to talk about when I'm not here. That's what I'll just do. I'll just keep telling you guys I'm going to get on. And then never actually get on. I'm just going to watch you guys all interact with each other. No, sure, please do. Okay, perfect. All right, give me 1 second. Let me go ahead and well, I'm asking questions and I'm getting answers from like 2 people. It says I have 15 viewers. There's 13 people in the chat besides myself. So that's why I'm like super confused. But maybe people are just you came on there. It was bit lag, slightly pixelated, but was okay. Yeah, you see, this is what Bob C keeps saying. It's like is that when I go live on that thing, I'm here just plowed snow all night. No, I completely understand. Yeah, no, I get it. Just a second. Yeah, you guys all took your quiet pills all of a sudden. Well, it's just I walked in, there's a bunch of chatting going on, and all of a sudden it's not. So anyway, so here we go. Take a look at this, guys. Help me out. What do you guys think? That's my face right there. There you go. I love the iPad, Johnny. I use it more than you can imagine. I know, that is dope. I love that word. Exactly, Joanna. That is dope. What do you... I'm trying to think, like, what do you guys... Wow, I really like that. I'm trying to figure out, though. Can you make the not symbol red? Perfect. Matota, this is great. The one thing I'm just gonna say it. I mean, I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid if I come off offensive or anything, because I know Matota's not gonna take it that way. Yeah, that's really genius. First of all, Matota. Second, the one thing I'm curious about is, do you guys think that it puts too much emphasis on me? And the fact that we're not Max. This is what I'm preparing for in the future. But before I even ask that question, so don't answer that question yet. Let me first talk about what I want to prepare for in the future. I want to allow room for this thing to grow into whatever it grows into. Me and Gabba had a deep talk last night about, you know, he's trying to understand my vision with Not Max, and, you know, essentially I'm this artist, and he's trying to help the artist and all this and that. Well, the site is named Not Max, but this is the thing, is eventually this is going to get to a point, I don't really have a strict vision, but I feel like by emphasizing the knots and then putting my face in there that has a little slash through it, it really stays focused on the fact that, hey, this guy is not Max. I want to actually... What's up? Topography is simple. It can be variations, say not Dallas, not Theo. Yeah, no, I get what you're saying. So, no, I love this logo. Matota, hands down, like, this is, like, I feel like I should pay you for this or something. Like, this is the kind of stuff that people come up with, or, you know, they sit and they think and they're like, I'm gonna do this. So let me go back to what I was saying. It really emphasized on not and Max. I almost want Not Max to be a confusing thing later on. Like, why did you choose that name? I mean, I'll explain it. I'll gladly explain it. But I want people to associate the fact that it's not Max, that it's just Not Max. That it's one word. Capital N-O-T-M-A-X. Simple as that. The thing is, Campo, if I send him a picture with color, it needs to be better resolution. That was my fault. I never got back to him quick enough with that. I need to send him a JPEG rather than, because I sent him in like a, I don't know, a PNG or whatever, I think. What I could do is have the font all be one weight. That's getting good. And then maybe get rid of the slash, because it almost shows, yeah, so the two words are one. Because Nick should have a logo with Not Debbie too. Well, this is the thing, is we need one big logo for the site. We can't make too many logos, because then you, this is Fratman talk, you ready? You take the brand and you dilute the brand. There you go, that's a good word. Since the website is called Not Max, I think it's pretty rational and reasonable, the main logo. Then again, you could add also inside the site familiar logos for Nick. See, but that's the thing, is we can't dilute it. It needs to stay at one common thing. You need a brand, but what? But you see, and that's the thing, is I want the brand to be the community, to be the group. I want it to be a mixture of the guys who end up getting on camera and the guys who make the YouTube videos that, you know, like, this is gonna, just so you guys know, eventually this is gonna turn more into where I'll still be doing these live cam shows and stuff, but I want to take this stuff on the road. I want to do stuff where I'm, you know, where I can have internet in my truck while I'm driving and be able to talk to you guys and drive at the same time. You know, that sounds safe, right? So, you know, like, there's other ideas, which means it would be less cam time and more focus on making the videos and providing you guys with consistent video content. In the long run, Not Max will need to chat to something else, change to something else. Well, Not Max is not gonna, I don't think we're gonna change it to anything else. I mean, I've got a, Not Max is transitional, maybe, it might not be though. The idea of capital N-O-T-M-A and then Max might not be transitional. This is what I love about Not Max, Campa, is when you suggested that, not only did you give me something, a funny little spin-off, but you also gave, you gave a 6-letter word. How easy it is to type in Not Max. I don't know any other thing out there that exists like that. I've come across some other 6 and even 5-letter words, but they're spelt differently and they can confuse people, and there's a reason why people aren't buying them. Not Max for me was very confusing as to why it still existed. So back to my main thing. This could be a temporary logo and could change it down the road, jump off the bridge when we get there. The thing is, Matota, is I almost want it to be, I think that it should be as consistent as possible, because I almost want it to be something where it grows more and more on me, towards like, oh, I don't want to get rid of that, you know? That's kind of what Not Max turned into. See, the thing is you guys realize what Not Max is as this guy is Not Max, but think about the rest of the world out there. You know, they'll eventually end up coming to the site. They'll see the videos, they'll see the posts and stuff, and they'll come here for humor, maybe a little bit of sex appeal, you know, and then and they'll get their enjoyment off of that. And the people who want to get into the community will join the community with you guys, and they'll see a whole different scenario behind it. They'll see a whole new scenario behind it. They'll see like, holy crap, like, you know, like the people that come into the chat are cool people. The people who want to get on camera and talk, they're guys who are just genuinely open, accepting guys who just want to sit and, you know, and create friendships. For me, the pad was so important because it allowed me to create friendships and connections that I had never had in a normal real life setting. And I've come to realize that there's a lot of people out there like that who have had real life settings and like to connect still online, and then who haven't had those, who have been in similar situations as mine, and then lack those connections, and then come here and they're accepted. You know, well, you know, because it all sells. I don't want to. A little bit of sex appeal doesn't mean, you know. I'm not sure how to graphically represent the name as you, but not have it tied to you, right, Matota? That's the thing. Is it doesn't necessarily need to. It doesn't need to. That it doesn't need to be me. You say it. I'm not sure how to graphically represent the name that is you. It doesn't need to be me. Originally, I will say this. Originally, the whole idea was, you know, use my face and stuff. I don't know. Maybe make it all bold, leave the face inside there, and get rid of the slash. Do that. That'll work for now, and you know what? It might end up being the thing that takes the cake. And maybe I can give you a face picture. Sexy bro. Sexy bro, right? And maybe I could give you Zeus's pad. There you go. Maybe I could give you a better picture later for high resolution, so you can make it a more of a picture and make it kind of like cartoonish. You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense, Matota? Good God, that's amazing, Rick. Rick, I love that. Maybe when Dallas is on cam, the logo can have a marijuana leaf in the O. What a jackass. But you see, that's the thing is maybe we can get to that stuff later, but we can't have too many logos. Because you have too many logos, and now we might as well create a notdallas.com, and notgene.com, and nottheo.com. You know, it becomes... That's repetitive, and now you don't know where to go to. Cut dog, I don't know what that is. Just check it out. But I love the slash. Like, the image came to me, the muse spoke to me. That's the thing, though, it's too suggestive saying that this is all focused on me. You know, alright, you know what, fuck it, let's keep it. Keep the slash. Can you give me two versions? Can you give me the version with the slash and without the slash? Is that possible? You guys, listen, you guys are part of this. I'm asking for your guys' input. At the same time, I want to be logical. So when you guys keep saying, you know, let's make a different logo for Dallas, different logo for this, well, that would be great if they were different companies. That's why I'm kind of like, nah. That's perfect, Matota. You know, don't bust your ass on this stuff. You know, if it's taking a long time or something, then it's no big deal. This is great though, and I want to thank you so much for this. So I would say just make them all the same. Make them all the same type of color. Like instead of making NOT bold, maybe make it all bold or not all bold. Try both maybe. That's about the thing. That logo in 15 minutes. I don't get that. These creative minds can come up with that stuff. Maybe you should change the name of the other models, or not names, so it'd be just Nick, Larry, Mo, Curly. Well, that's what it's going to turn into. I mean, bottom, if you log into the site, on schedule, who's on schedule? Zeus, he's right here. Zeusy, what are you doing? Hi. What's going on, buddy? Everybody keeps asking for Zeus, so finally I'm just going to go ahead and give a little Zeus here. Oh, he's so cute. Yes. He's so cute. He's a baby boy. Oh, yeah, he's a baby. Yes, he's a baby. So cute. For payment, can I have JJJ's VIP page? Good God, you guys are really funny about that. I'm thinking about doing it just as a joke, so you guys keep doing it. What I might even... God, that just totally made me think something about a member profile. God, that would be way more programming than we're ready for. I'm like thinking about that right now. I'm like, well, they'd have to be able to program they'd be able to change their CSS settings. They'd have to change this to be able to upload pictures. That would require a server before we start doing that. Zeus chewing on turds, yeah, little shit. He came walking out here yesterday with a big old fucking wet turd in his mouth, like this. And then he just drops it and looks down at it. And I look over, I'm like, gross. You know, it was on cam. I meant by logos for other models. You see, you can't, guys, it's going to be confusing. For you guys, it's going to be great. You're going to love that, the other logos. But you got to think about other people that we want to invite in on this. Does that make sense? Towards the fact you appeared on it. Okay, I get what you're saying. Yeah, I know. I agree. It's disgusting. The thing is that if you see, you know, if I see a weed or something, or if I see, and that's another thing is I don't, you know. I mean, I guess, you know, I don't know. I was gonna say something along the lines of, you know, I don't know if I want the site associated with marijuana, but then again, marijuana is now like officially illegal in 3 different states, so, you know, I can't really say anything bad about it. I agree there should be one logo, but there can be a consistent visual. It's like FratPad always has a name in Fratman font. Yeah, that's true. Well, the thing is, Scampa, is that when you brought that up, it actually sparks ideas with people. You know, I believe you were kidding, but other people are like, wait, that would be great. You know, but at the same time, we want to make sure that we keep the site, it's going back to what I was saying, keeping it consistent. So, We want to look at one track system visuals, frontman names. Okay. Maybe Matota. We'll have to get to that later when we start figuring that out. At the moment, though, I mean, you can use the frat pad as an example again. They don't do that with their specific fratman names. Hi, Chase. You know, they don't take their names and, you know, do separate stuff like that, if that makes any sense. They maybe put ads up, and they put different ads up. And that's fine when we put ads up, but you can't, you know, it's not like all of a sudden, you know, next to Fratman Max's name, he gets a little picture of something. Like maybe Fartlet, you know. Granted, it's cute and fun, but it's almost confusing to the brand. I don't know. I feel adding those random pictures, everybody's going to be like, oh yeah, notmax.com with the weed symbol? No, I'm talking about the notmax.com with the Fartlet symbol. Why is it? What are you talking about, weed symbol? I've never even seen that before. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to put myself in the image of a user who has never, ever seen this site. They're going to be so confused as to what those separate things mean. Until we get a bigger following, I think that that's the... I think until we get a bigger following, that's something we can't do. No, not Fartlet in the O. Nah. Fartlet won't be in the O. Fartlet is part of something else, Campa. It's like having different Nike Swish logo. Yeah. And I'm not trying to not Amir for not Mick, right? I'm not trying to offend anybody by any means. I'm giving a real, I think, perspective that makes sense. You know, when putting together this website for you guys, when putting together this notmax.com website right now, me and Campa, we're both coming across these things that we're like, why is everybody having a struggle with this? Like, I was getting people who were like, I don't know where the chat link is. And I had to put up in big, bold letters, and even beyond that, you know, like, I was having a lot of people having, you know, issues with it. And that was understandable. But the thing is you have to, when designing a site, you have to pretend like a 2-year-old trying to navigate it. I think from a user perspective, if I see multiple logos, and then someone's a little weed symbol and a little this symbol and a little that, when it's brand new, that'll be a little confusing. If there's a bigger group already beyond what that new user is going into, then it might be acceptable. Then they'll be like, oh, I want to get to know all this stuff, rather than being confused. Does that make sense? Is that making sense to Matota? I mean, do you agree? Do you disagree? You're a marketing guy, so I can't ultimately say no more than you. I'm just giving a perspective that, to me, Not Max has a rebellion aspect to it, which is a core aspect. That's why I like O/. I thought of that being iconic part of the logo. Okay, so you're taking and you're using it as a rebellious because, see, I can twist that and think, okay, this could be rebellious because we're gonna go out and we will film things like pranks and funny videos, and you know, it will be this marketable kind of thing. But I feel maybe from your perspective, you're thinking it's rebellious because Fratman Max rebelled, became Mike, and started a site called Not Max. Does that make sense? And that's the thing, is this can't, I mean, this will always be tied to the pad somehow, but I don't want to put an emphasis on that. I don't want to be like, I don't want to be, you know, proud to, you know, and be like, I broke away from this thing, you know, and we're going to do these little spins on this. I want it to be like that right now, and then later, Not Max will just become something that nobody will question why it's called that. Think about this, Tumblr. Why do you call Tumblr Tumblr? LinkedIn. When I first read LinkedIn, I didn't know what the fuck it is. Now you break it down and you think about LinkedIn. But when I first read it, I was like, what is this? And now I just associate it with business stuff. You know what I'm saying? People are going to come to this. They're not going to have any past with me like you guys have had. They're not going to think of the pad. They're not going to think of this. But that's going to be our little inside joke kind of thing. You know, that's going to be part of the fun of it. We'll keep Not Max, but it'll just be one NOTMAX. You know? You want to make this like, I don't want to make this anti-pad. Sure, it's life after pad. Freedom! No, but are you guys getting me? Like, I'm not trying to make this, I don't want to put emphasis on, yo, we broke off from the pad. What's up? You know, like I don't care about that. It just puts too much. It just, in a maturity standpoint, just puts too much. Like, okay, cool, you broke off. Like, I don't know. There's nothing that impressive to me about it. I want it to be its own thing. You know, or Zynga. Exactly, Zynga. Instagram. What the fuck? Think about that. You know Instagram, and you immediately associate with. That was a bad. There you go. That's better. I can't snap with that finger. This hand, I mean. Whatever. Anyway, so when you think you need to distance yourself from the other place, exactly. And that's what I want to do, is distance myself from that. So that's why I'm a little hesitant on being so rebellious. And I don't want this, you know, when I think about it, I don't know if I want the site to be like a bunch of, you know, I don't want to be people that are all causing problems. Although, I mean, I'll be doing pranking, but we're not, I don't want to be looked at as, yo, that's a rebellion, you know? Does that make sense? I want it to be more of a community. A community, anybody's accepted, you know, and people can end up coming back to the chat, and that can be the community. And then, you know, you can come for the fun and read the blogs and watch the videos and laugh and giggle at all that. And that'll be a cool little thing that the majority of people will go to. And then a few other people are going to get curious and think about, well, I'm going to become a member. What does that mean? You log in, you get to do live webcam shows with these guys that you get to watch on these YouTube videos that you always think to yourself, wow, you know, these guys are doing funny shit. They look like fun guys. They'd like to, you know, I'd like to be involved with that. So, bam, you know, they come in. I'm giving you guys basically the entire business plan here. But, you know, there's room. There's room of stuff. You know, that's part of the overall concept that I kind of had going in my head. But I'm allowing, you know, it's not my exact vision. I don't want to think it needs to be this, you know. There's got to be room for going around. And that's exactly what, you know, that's why I'm asking you guys for your opinion. And I want to see if you guys challenge it in a way, and if you challenge it in a way that is logical sense. And if you throw up a challenge and I throw something back, and see what you guys think, you know. You know, honestly, I expect this. When people see these YouTube videos, they're going to probably think that this guy's full of himself. They're going to think he can be a dick. They're going to, you know, there's going to be all sorts of different things. But that's the thing, is I won't just make one type of video, too. I'll make all sorts of different types, and then they'll get in the chat and they'll be like, holy shit. You know, this is like a cool place to hang out. I enjoy this. After work, sometimes I like to wind down and go to notmax.com and hang out with some of the chat members. You know, and it's got nothing to do with people being gay, straight, transsexual, boy, girl, you know, whatever. It's got nothing to do with that. It's just going to be, you know, we're just guys who like to, you know, have fun here. And we caught on to something at this previous thing that we did way long ago, but we don't care even really. If you want to talk about it, ask us questions, we'll answer it, but it's not the focus. The focus is that now we got this group of people who, you know, genuinely see something here. You know, there's a reason why you guys are logged in, you're watching. You know, there's a reason why the site is getting the amount of hits it's getting, especially lately, because I do got to say this, that the Frat Pad did a really nice thing. John did a really nice thing on camera by essentially he gave me his blessings. That was a good PR tactic too on his behalf. You know, he essentially said, you know, you can go there, you're not going to get banned. And as soon as that happened, as soon as that Hostmaster show happened, bam, like we all of a sudden were like having, like the numbers, I mean, they haven't gone up more than they originally did, but there was a quick pop all of a sudden. I was like, whoa, like extra people came. So, there are gays here, right, Squint? You like that? Good God, Bear Dad. So, anyway, the whole thing is that I want this to have a bigger audience than what it has, and I want, you know, I want it to be, you know, to be part of something, and you know, there will come a day where, yeah, the Europeans suddenly flooded the chat. That's very true. I agree with you, Rancher. I completely agree. You know, nonetheless, though, you know, that right there, that signified everything. We talked about it. Everything's been done. So there doesn't need to be any more drama now with that. You can't afford it. Yeah. No, I know about them. There are people who are... Exactly, Matilda. Exactly. God, this brings back memories. So, anyway, there will come a day where... Look at this little cutie. He's like sleeping, sitting up. Oh, never mind. Hey, what you doing? What's she doing over there? What's she doing? Anyway, so there will come a day where, like, let's say the chat will like blow up, meaning a lot of people will try logging in. At this moment, that's where I'll figure something out. The current people, and when I say current people, I'm talking about making a list of the people who are part of this stuff at the beginning that have lifetime free memberships. Does that make sense? Like we're watching you guys log in. We're watching, I'm making note of who's all logging in consistently. I'm watching who's, being here, and you don't even have to be here consistently. If you're logging in, like once every few days or something. What I did with the photo, what you're thinking? Yeah, you did a great job with the photo, Matota. I'm really impressed, actually. So basically back to what I was saying, you all will be granted to be able to come into the chat at any given point. There will be no limit for when you guys are in, but maybe I'll allow like an extra, 100 people to come in. Maybe not even that much, maybe 50. Maybe we'll get to this point where they can watch the live cam, but if they want to be able to chat, there's a limit. And it's not like we'll charge a lot or anything either, but that's where a membership charge can maybe come in later on. And it won't come in for you guys, obviously. You'll have free, unrestricted access to the site, throughout the entire time. I know Camper right now is probably like, shit, that's going to be a lot of coding. Don't worry, Camper, we'll get it done together, okay? I've already kind of mapped it out in my head how it can end up working. So it would definitely require, though, our own server, our own powerful database. That's way down the road, but nonetheless, you guys would be able to work. So it'd be able to work out. So anyway, I work best without limits. Exactly right. Gay Cardinals grooving on trannies. I know, right? So now, okay, moving on. Actually, I got one more technical question. Can I ask you guys something? Press 1 if you're listening. I need to know here who's all listening, okay? I know some of you are in chat right now. You haven't said a damn word, but you're viewing my cam. Can you just? I need a 1, and because I need some honest feedback here on this. I figure this will kind of help me, rather than trying to go out and read reviews. Okay, so everybody, okay, perfect. So here are all the ones. Fantastic. Oh, Adbot, hello. Okay, perfect. You guys are here. It's good. I want to get a wireless internet. And I don't know if I want to sign it up to my phone, partly because AT&T is really shitty in this area. It like drops in and out. So I'm considering getting like one of those little things that you can like carry with you. It's like a little mobile hotspot, but I don't know if they're fast enough. I'm looking for something honestly that streams like an LTE or a 4G network. Does anybody know of anything like that works? MiFi, that's it. Does anybody know anything like that works, and not only works, but works well enough to stream live camera from? That was my question. If anybody here is, they're very fast. Okay, that's giving me hopes. Squint. Android phones do that if you root them. Root them, what does that mean? Mike, you can get LTE enabled MiFis from Verizon or AT&T. Now question, is there a limit to the amount that I can stream? I need something unlimited. My MiFi was decent. And hopefully not expensive. That's my other problem. It wasn't fast enough to stream cam though. You see, there you go. That's Johnny, that's what I need to hear right there. Is my MiFi was decent, but it wasn't fast enough to stream cams. But you can get one that's fast enough. Okay, so that's good to hear. See, I'm curious if what they're advertising out there is going to do what it really can do. 40 a month. Okay, Mike, you break the bootloader like jailbreaking a phone, and then you can use your phone as a wireless tether. Interesting. Okay, so I have to go get an Android though to do that, right? Okay, that's probably not gonna happen. They will all have limits on usually 2 gigabytes on the low end. Oh. I foresee myself streaming way more than 2 gigabytes, within like 2 days. That's a problem. If they have limits on them like that, that's the thing, is I need to find something. You would think there'd be something out there that exists that's limitless. Or unlimited, excuse me. God, I love this song. Public Wi-Fi is my friend, that's true. It's just, I like this idea. I really enjoy the idea of being able to, if I wanted to, I'm driving, you know, and I just say, you know, I'm going to flip open this stuff right here. And all of a sudden, before you know it, I'm sending out a text message blast to all you guys, letting you know, hey, also if you go over, ass rape. And I enjoy putting stuff up there, but damn it, not raping. Yeah, how's public Wi-Fi in Wisconsin? It's gotten pretty good in Boston. See, it's not that great here. Scottsdale's a little bit behind when it comes to stuff like that. They're more worried about, you know, party scenes and, you know, I don't know, different stuff like that. But we have a Starbucks. We got, you know, McDonald's here. You know, there's places I can go to. It's just, it's, you know, that's another thing. Are those internets even powerful enough to stream when you got many people linking in on them? You know, that I've got to test that stuff out. And what if it's not? Then, you know, I'm just going to have a bunch of failures. Faith. Okay. So they'll all have caps. Alright. Alright. Well, I'll have to look into that. And maybe they'll allow me to, like, test it or something for a couple weeks. And hopefully it's not anything that takes too much out of my pocket. My truck payment will be done here in June. So that'll free up money. So maybe that'll really help when that happens. Have you looked into secondhand equipment from companies for servers and routers and shit? No, and I'm not going to, Matsota. Oh wait, secondhand equipment. You mean so used stuff? I have not. That's a smart idea. When you said secondhand, I immediately assumed it as we're renting or leasing it, right? Yeah, that's true, Campo. No, you're right. Test it. Who knows? It could end up working. From what I've experienced, Starbucks is pretty reliable depending on the crowd. Yeah, once you're from McDonald's, you smell like it. Well, I can just park out my truck and. Like when corporations change, sometimes they sell their old stuff. Yeah, I get what you meant there, Matilda. That's a smart idea. That I should look into. I should look into that. I'm going to. Because everything I've been looking at is brand new. So, and I imagine that a corporation would have treated their stuff correctly. So, there used to be a company, Belkins. Not sure if they're around. I don't know if they're still around, but I always see their products are still in existence. I see them a lot. I deal with them a lot when I'm doing any kind of technical work for somebody, or IT work. What's up, Owen? Good to see you, buddy. 1 second, guys. I gotta pee. I gotta pee bad. Okay, there we go. McDonald's fries. Me smelling like McDonald's fries, you think that'd be fun? I don't think that'd be sexy at all. You guys are crazy. You guys and your versions of crazy. I gotta sit you guys perfectly here on my sink. Move my shaving gear. There we go. Oh, you had trouble accessing the site. I guess something clicked or I'm a moron. Wait, what happened? What happened, Owen? Talk to me. What? Can you describe your situation? Oh, wow. I was holding that really hard. The snow stick, oh, it melted right away. No, that shit was melted like that afternoon. But it like piled up. That's what's crazy. I've never seen it do that before. I remember a couple winters ago, I remember like a couple snowflakes came down. I was like, what? And then they said it snowed up north a little bit, up north Scottsdale. Not max.com just wasn't loading. Really? It might have been a server issue on it, or it might have been your internet. Was everything else loading? I feel like my girlfriend again. Oh, because I'm peeing. I get it. I was confused. I was like, what did I say something? Did I make you feel a little tingly inside? McDonald's makes Howdy hard. Oofta. Don't talk about Howdy getting hard. And it was working just fine for me. So you tried other sites, Owen? Or no peen shots? You're not getting any. I'm sorry. No peen shots for you, Squint. Am I the only one in love with... Oh, can't... But no, I caught that from video, too. I giggled at that, by the way. I mean, I'm in love with Michelle Obama. That video, I don't know, I was kind of like, okay, this is cute. Other sites are working? Okay, then it's probably my server. On that sometimes, that's just, I mean, there's nothing I can do about that. That's the server that I'm streaming from. It's the server I'm streaming from. really nothing I can do about that because I don't have my own server, and I'm not gonna buy a cheap server because that'll just do worse than what we're doing right now. And yeah, so we'll kind of go like, oh goodness, we'll kind of go like that. Give me 1 second. So, step out this way. Perfect. So scared. Ah, you sound so scared. What was I scared? What are you talking about? I'm just scared. All employees must wash their hands. Okay, right here. I'll wash my hands right here. Push you guys right there. Hey, Squint, we'll catch you later, buddy. Thank you for joining. Thanks for hanging out. So anyway, alright, so yeah, so enough technical talk. Shit. Oh look, Rammer. Well, thank you, Owen. Yeah, no, I went and wanted to look nice for all my friends. Slash coworkers. I'll show you actually my whole outfit here in a second. I just got the computer a little wet. That's not good. Just on the screen. When I felt like your girlfriend, like, oh, I was just making a joke. I wasn't scared. No dropouts while moving in and out of the house. Yeah, it's because I reset the modem, and I reset it before I got on with you guys. On Vacation 1, Howdy is rooming with Pachaco in Vegas. Pachaco said he woke up early one morning and heard moaning sounds. He promptly put headphones, called it Howdy was just luxuriating. What? Howdy? Creepy. Weird. Squint, we'll catch you later, buddy. Love you, man. Not too many straight guys. Well, who says I'm straight then, Owen? Here, just a second. Let me show you guys my whole outfit. You might like this. It's a mix. It's a mix of what I wore that one night with my boots. I just didn't wear a vest. And I wore a brown belt and a brown watch. I know, luxury. I've never heard of that before. I like that word. It's funny. Don't tease. Nah, I've just been trying to, I don't know. I need to work on being more stylish anyway, and usually you guys are always yelling at me too about it, and nice pit stain, good work, Mike. So, that's what I'm wearing right now. Just a second. My nuts are just freaking bulging this damn thing. It's insane. By the way, is it a new watch? No, I've had this watch for a very long time. I just, I maybe never wear it enough with you guys. When I think about it, you guys see me quite often in the same gear, which is my work gear and my workout gear. I don't really wear many other clothes, so yeah, these are my new Bulgarific new jeans. Anyway, yeah, no, this is not a new watch. The shirt's new, the pants are new, and the boots are new. Yeah, and no, I did not buy this with pad money, or excuse me, not pad money. Not Max Money. Not Max Money has not been dipped into for anything except for the site. So I've gotten the stuff we need for the site with that. We should go shopping. Nick says MacBook. Yep, yes he did, Campa. Yeah, I talked to him. He said Monday his MacBook Pro will be fixed. But anyway, let me step away so that you guys can see this full outfit. The camera quits spinning around because of the damn whatchamacallit, cord. What's up, Tim? Timmy Goon. Good to see you, buddy. Alright, I don't know if you can see the boots from over there, but they're nice, they're classy looking boots, Like, I know you guys were giving me shit saying that they're all, yeah, I'm wearing the combat boots, yep, but you see, this is the beauty of them, is that when you put the thing over, they just look like nice, classy, round boots. That's how it goes. That's what I love these things. So, Jesus God, like, what is going on with that? Skinny jeans. I get why people wear them now. I should have discovered this 10 years ago when they first came out. Anyway. Oh, perfect bottom. LTE MiFi, 4 gigabytes for 50, 6 for 60, 8 for 70, 10 gigabytes for 80, 12 for 90. It makes me curious. Do you really need the stuff? I don't stuff. It's the skinny jeans. They just do that. It's the skinny jeans. They're amazing. They make me look like a bigger man than I am. Oh, Zeusy, he's so cute. He like hit his head up against the thing when he was trying to get in. So anyway, yeah. No, but they had a sale at Express, so that's why I got this stuff. And the boots, I just finally needed new boots anyway, so didn't go too crazy. I should incorporate socks into the Not Max logo. Really? My socks? Well, thank you, Bear Dad. You're very sweet. Not as tight as Phoenix Blue's jeans. Listen, Phoenix Blue doesn't even wear jeans. What he does is he wanted them so tight that somebody came up with an idea for him and said, listen, we're just going to paint some jeans on you. Alright? And that's what he just wears paint. So, socks equals stuffing. That's funny. Yeah, they definitely do elongate my legs and make me look slimmer. I do like that, actually. I like the longer elongated look. Hey, Rammer, I see you keep logging in and out. Curious, are you having any support issues with the chat? If you're watching my cam right now, are you having problems logging in, anything like that? Maybe I can give you guys a better view of the outfit from here. But you'll see the thing about me is that when I finally get a new outfit, is I wear it all the fucking time. Fashion advice, I am your kitten. If you guys ever come up with any good outfits for me to wear and you got a picture of it, yeah, it's gorgeous out today. Don't hesitate to send me the picture of the outfit. I can get my chat and cam together. Okay, Rammer, so here, this is what you do. Are you on a PC right now or any kind of computer? Please don't tell me that you're streaming from like an iPad or something. Any Oscar predictions? I didn't even know the Oscars are coming. Nothing. I'm not up to date on that kind of stuff. Laptop. Okay. So Rammer, let me ask you this then. Let me actually just walk this through with you. 1 second, guys. Yeah, I know, right? My butt that went away. These jeans give it back to me. Okay, so 1 second. Laptop. Okay, so Rammer, let me just walk you through this real quick. So, 1 second. Give me 1 second, guys. So I'm gonna go to notmax.com. Okay. So here I am. I just went to notmax.com. Let me just double check here that this is in good view. Okay, perfect. So right there. So pull this away there. Okay, so here's notmax.com, right? Okay, perfect. What I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to log in. Right down here. Just a second. So I'm doing the login thing, right? Okay. There we go. Alright, so now here I am at the home page. So this is what I do, Joe Rammer. Is I click on chat. Chat should automatically open up in a new window for you. If it doesn't work, then you can either do this. Open up a new window and type in notmax.com and it should bring you into the home page because you're logged in. Or what you could do is go ahead and click back if it doesn't open up in a new window and right click chat and do open in new tab. Excuse me, I meant to say tab, not window. And then what I do is I log into the chat. So right here I'd log in. I'm already logged in, so I'm not going to do that. And then I would go back to this tab right here and I would click live cams and I would go ahead and click on mic live, and then I would go ahead and take this and I'd minimize my entire window so it's smaller now. I'd grab the chat right here like this and I would pull it out. Just click and drag. On any browser it should allow you to do that. And then I'd go back to the NotMax cam page and I would fit them kind of perfectly like this and resize the chats. That is one thing that I want to get back on right away, is being able to put the chat and the the chat and the video in the one page. I know there were a lot of requests for that at the beginning, and that was one of the things I went and did. It took me a long time. This one's going to be a little more difficult to work with because it's a different chat. Marmar, you guys are ridiculous. It's exactly what you do nice on. So that should help you be able to. I wouldn't say it's too complicated. to do that. I think it's very easy to do, but I walked you step by step through it. So essentially, how do you log in again? Good God. Chat pops out a new window for you because I'm on Firefox. Yeah. Now with the coding that I added in there, it's supposed to JavaScript open it up in a new resized window for you. So I don't know why it's not. For some, even for me in Google Chrome, it doesn't. It just opens up into a new tab. I'm starting to think that it's a security thing, and Google Chrome is not allowing it. Something like that. That's kind of what I'm thinking. Like they're trying, because JavaScript essentially is it's using your machine to make stuff happen, and if your machine behaves a certain way, it's going to make it happen a certain way with one machine, a different way with a different machine. See, if I click on that same chat link on my MacBook, it opens up a small little window, brand new, whole new window. So you have to add napmax.com to your pop-up blocker in Chrome. You have to add napmax.com to your pop-up blocker. Oh, so you mean I have to add it to the list to not block, right? Hey, no problem, Rammer. Thank you, Rammer. Thank you. You're talking about here's balls. Leave me and my balls alone, damn it. Let me see, is that bad? I can't even see the camera right now because just a second. I wanted to step away so I could show you guys my whole balls and dick. So much balls and dick. I wanted to step away and show you guys my whole outfit so that you can get a better view, but I don't feel like it's that easy. So this is me. Yes. The lighting isn't that great, I think, but anyway, the thing is with these boots, I love these boots. They're what's called, I guess, a Pierre style. I never knew that. So what I can do is actually go ahead and tuck in my skinny jeans into the boots, and if I'm wearing like a tighter shirt up top or something, it looks kind of nice. It looks very hip and whatever the kids like these days. It's a cell phone. I'm like, no, it's not a cell phone. Oh, it is. Never mind. It is a cell phone. And I'm happy. I'm happy to see you guys, of course. So, all right. So on to the gossip. So, yeah. Apparently, in the Vatican, there's an entire group of gay priests who I guess did like cross-dressing and went down to this one local bathhouse or whatever, and are videotaped and taken pictures of, banging each other and banging dudes that work there. Yeah. So that's the huge thing. I know, the gay cardinals essentially. And that's the big reason why the Pope resigned. Campa brought up some really important points on this about how, on how it really, I don't know, this could be controversial to say. At least this is how I took it and turned it into something. He didn't really question it like this. I turned it into what I'm about to say. He just pointed out something, and then a connection was made that it was that it really shows, because the Pope is supposed to have the ultimate connection to God according to Christianity or to Catholicism, right? Am I right? That's that's what it is. That is the one person. I was raised on that when I was in Catholic school doing my Bible school or whatever. They were the Pope has the closest connection to God on anybody on this earth. That's how it works. Okay. Well, what does that really say when a Pope resigns? I mean, you could probably find some kind of argument around it, but if that's supposed to be the closest connection to God and he resigns, was he really that connected with God? It's infallible. There you go. The Pope is infallible. Yeah, that's a controversial thing. As you guys all know, I'm agnostic when it comes to any kind of religion stuff, and I've got nothing against anybody's belief in religion. So I don't want this to turn into a religious debate. But let's break down let's just break down the whole entire point of Catholicism. It kind of takes the Catholic Church and puts it into a deeper hole than I believe it already was. I got mail if I want to join class action soon. Really? Wow, that's an amazing one. He was hiding his head in the sand. Well, yeah, but The Pope is supposed to be infallible, but in matters of the church only. Well, that's exactly within the church, if you think about it. Oh, good God, Rancher. They got the schools on a private, yeah. Like that's the whole thing, is I'm trying to, you're supposed to be, that's supposed to represent the closest connection to God, and it's got nothing to do if somebody's really connected to God or not. It just really devalues, I think, the Catholic Church as a whole to have the first pope that ever resigned. Pontifex means bridge builder. The thinking is early in the Roman army, Pontifex would be charged with determining where to build a bridge. That's cool, Matota. So, back to what Payne used to say, you can build 1,000 bridges, but the second you suck one dick, you're known as a dick sucker. You guys remember that? That's funny. Now you make your own site, Mike. I will support your site now and money when I can, but you will always be a little bit maximally conflict. Hey, Rammer, I totally understand that, and thank you for your support. And you just being here is enough support. So thank you for coming. And the Catholics, to me, sin and then try to pray it away. I'm Catholic, by the way. Yeah, a lot of sinning and pray away. Yeah, I'm not going to judge them. I'm not going to make any kind of judgments or anything. I'm trying to analyze what must be happening within the Catholic community right now. There must be a strong, sense of panic. People trying to, it's like they're trying to swim and they're really barely floating. I feel like they already have a lot of things that they got to work against. They're working against a modern world that is becoming more accepting of homosexuals. It's becoming more accepting of change and difference, and the old ways of the old beliefs and values of religion are being pushed away, and they're trying very hard to hang on to them. It's kind of like Microsoft and technology for me. As a programmer, I look at Microsoft and I'm like, you guys just need to let go. Get rid of ASP. Granted, everything's got its benefits, right? But they're trying to take it and make it a private little thing, and it's not. Eventually, it's gonna get overwhelmed. Really, Matilda. It'd be weird if the gay really did control. Now, this is funny, Owen. You're bringing up something really smart that I kind of brought up to camp as a joke yesterday. Really goes a perfect example for that outfit, Tim. There's a lot of praying happening. You guys are naughty, Mike. So I was asked the other day something big in Payne's life. Did I miss anything? I guess he popped a question to some little lady. No. If he has, then somebody else might know, and I wouldn't. Are you asking because you heard that as a rumor, or are you asking because somebody asked? I was making a joke that he's practically married now. Yeah. Let's pray, Max, for the soul of good God, Johnny. The guy's 85 in frail health. I understand stepping down because of that more than anything. I don't know. You see, I'm going to say this, Bear Dad. I have beliefs. I shouldn't even say I have beliefs. I have ideas and things I think about based off of my experiences and my perception of reality. I shouldn't say beliefs, because beliefs is an intention that you know something that's common. Okay, just a second. Did my chat freeze? Oh, never mind. Okay, maybe it did. This whole gay scandal ends up being true. It won't be the first time churches. Yeah. But this is the thing. He's not allowed to climb down from the cross. Exactly, Beardad. I would go until my dying day if my belief in the Catholic Church was that hard. If I had a belief in the God that they believe in. I have things that I'll fight to the death for right now. I understand being old and frail. But beliefs are beliefs, And once again, I said I have beliefs, not beliefs. I have ideas and stuff that I would fight for. I'm very careful about the word beliefs. I don't know. I feel like it's a touchy word. What about his butler? I know nothing of that. I'd been asked by a former member who thought he had heard something big had happened. No. I would have told you guys if that was the case. Did you guys ask about Payne a lot? I don't get the whole Pope thing. Essentially he stepped down, and Nobody knew why, and then all of a sudden it turns out that there were some pretty big secrets that were being harbored. So you're agnostic? Yes, very agnostic. I almost considered myself borderline atheist a while ago, but I started looking more into what atheism is all about, and it's really about separating. I like the idea of separation, but of church and state, stuff like that. But it's almost like trying to preach that there's no God, and you don't know that. You can't claim to know that, and you can't. You never will know that, unless when you die you go somewhere. Exotic birds in Scottsdale. Yeah, they get free and they move out. People birds, they're fine. No birds. I think it's because John Paul soldiered on till the end, even though he couldn't actually do the duties of the Pope anymore. It seems the current Pope wants to make sure he doesn't get to that point. That makes sense. But then right there, that just disproves the whole entire connection with God. If I truly believe that there was, that there was this outer being that was beyond our comprehension and thought process and way that he does things, and I had some kind of connection to that, you can damn well bet that I would squeeze on to death and sacrifice everything I have to be able to keep that connection. Okay? Now, I've never felt that. So, I cling on to what I feel. Apparently, when you're sworn as a pope, you're the person who has the highest connection to God. That's the whole point here. It's got nothing to do with why he did it and all this and that. It's just, the point I'm trying to make is that it kind of disproves the entire Catholic Church, I feel like. Or it doesn't disprove, it presents them a problem. You can't disprove it off of that, but it presents them a large problem too. Not a few years back, or maybe I still am, I don't know, I just don't mind it that often anymore. You're probably still more along the lines of agnostic, I don't know. Remember, hey, I'm glad you're doing your own stuff, and I know you're going to be really successful. All his name, Rex on your side. P.S. Try to Nick on this site. He was awesome and fun. Hey, thank you, Rammer. That sounds perfect, buddy. I don't ever remember meeting you, but apparently I have. So I've shaken a lot of hands outside of the pad and stuff. So hey, you take care, buddy. Thank you very much for your blessing. Like the Pope seems like that to us, but Vatican City is a country. The Pope essentially CEO of Priestville. It's a lot of work. I completely understand that, Matota. But if you go into that position, listen. Consider this. Consider a true connection with whatever is outside of our universe. Okay, I'm looking at it in a science way, I guess. Hey, no problem, Rammer. I totally understand. You see, the Pope seems like that. Render unto Caesar. If something like that came at you, Matota, and you were so you're so sure of it, and you're so, because that's the whole claim to being the Pope, is that you are the closest connection to God. If I had the closest connection to what's outside this universe, nothing should be able to get in the way of that. It would become the utmost important thing to you. What I'm trying to say is that connection is invalid. It's not a true connection. It's talking like it. Essentially one of the autocratic monarchs in the world. Sure, there you go. Those are questions that all of a sudden start breaking down. That's the first foundation. That's the first stone of the foundation that you're taking out from underneath the foundation, and now you're going to be asking it leads to a lot more questions. That's what I'm essentially trying to say. Like I said, I'm not saying that he's stepping on because the CEO of Priestville and it's hard. I'm not saying it's hard. I know it's hard. I'm not saying that he stepped down because it's hard. I'm saying that he shouldn't have stepped down if he truly felt this true connection with that. That would, to me, trump anything that I would do on this planet, because it wouldn't matter. Because you would truly know that nothing you do here really matters. The best you can do is just be a good person. But if you're getting your ass busted in the name of that, and you truly feel that connection, you're not gonna. Imagine this. Imagine that I'm God. I'm talking to you, Matota, and I'm telling you, do good unto the world. Keep my connection, blah blah. Then all of a sudden you give up on me because it's hard work. Imagine what it's gonna be like when you die and you come up to heaven. I'm like, what's wrong with you, little bitch? There you go. Look at it like that. There's something we don't know, like his mind is going or something. Maybe. Maybe. You know? I don't know. I just think I'm not God. Good God. I just think it presents problems because now I'm asking myself, well, if he doesn't have that connection, then what's this entire thing built on in the first place? You know, is any of this even real? Is this and this? You know, if the priests are saying not to do this and they're doing this, why are they saying not to do it? You know, it just starts raising all these different questions. Excuse me, cardinals, not priests. The Post Butler was arrested for leaking documents. Really? Well, that's interesting. You know, I mean, eventually the truth comes out with stuff. Who knows, though, that this could be, you know, for all we know, this could just be news that we're reading that's not true. Always question every angle. That's amazing. I'm going to read that later. Like I never tell you, I used to go to Latin classes in Rome with the prior Pope's Latin tutor. I did not. Or you did not tell me that. That's amazing. That's really cool. I'm going to send you in beautiful blue. Sounds perfect, Johnny. Just send it to my email. Did you ever see Angels and Demons? Yeah, I did see it. I wouldn't say it's about the inner workings of the Vatican, but it talked about some neat stuff in there. That's what sparked the whole thing, the butler. The butler. Yeah. No, that makes complete sense, that it sparked the whole thing. I mean, you know, it's the butler. It's the guy who you would think would be one of the closest people to the Pope. Can't believe on an institution that bathes in gems, gold, other valuable riches, and says it comes from God, while other people are starving. It's contradicting. You know, and I have to agree with stuff like that. You know, I watched the movie Religulous. Bill Maher, how you pronounce his fucking last name? I never remember this. And he was talking to a priest, and the priest turned around and he looked at it. He's like, "That's a contradiction." He looked at everything. He's like, "This is a complete contradiction." And he pointed to basically the Vatican, the church, and pointed out about, look at the amount of, you know, work that's been put into that, and the amount of, you know, they take it. It's total. It's a complete contradiction. And this is coming from a priest who, you know, who's living there in Vatican City. She was a fisherman in Vatican. Wait until they find out that there's other life out there. Vatican is one of the largest telescopes. Has one of the largest telescopes. Really? That's interesting. You know, that's really interesting. When you say St. Peter, walk, you almost convert. You almost want to convert, which is ultimately the intention. Huh. Okay, so Matota is defending what Joanna said, saying about the entire institution looking that way and being like that, because it's a way to be like, wow, I want to convert because it's so amazing looking. I have to almost, you know, so you have to sell me on the idea of religion by showing me goods and stuff. You know what sells better? Doing, not bedazzling and saying. And I think the church does a lot of bedazzling and saying rather than doing. Now, don't get me wrong, there's a lot of people out there that are doing for it. But I don't know, that seems there's something wrong there. Something doesn't feel right there that I can't put into words yet. Seems really vague. Story. There's always more that's not yet revealed. That makes sense. I think operate scope not far from where Mike is. Oh, really, Bear Dad? But really, the Roman Church is ruled by determined influence. We shouldn't be surprised at scandal corruption. Oh, when you bring forth a point, I understand what you mean, Matilda, but seriously, just one piece of clothing from Pope. Yeah. Saying St. Peter's looks opulent, and you think it doesn't fit with helping the poor thing, but St. Peter's is trying to present a wow factor to show a position of strength. Maybe, Matota. I just think that's the cheap sale. That's the cheap, easy sale. Does that make sense? It's a cheap sale to show the position of strength that way. I think doing the right thing is the better sale. That's my opinion. You know, telescope's pointing at me. I completely get what you're getting at. It's not a you're saying it doesn't fit with helping the poor thing, but it's St. Peter's is trying to present a wow factor. Why not present a wow factor by, you know, by taking that thing down, breaking it up and selling it and using the money to maybe, exactly what Joanna said, go feed some starving children. I don't know, just things like that. Like, if they truly, because this to me is the thing, is yes, it's a quick sale, and I see that and I'm like, wow, it's power and strength, I want to convert. But when I see this, when I see somebody doing something and they're truly not benefiting from it, that's a better sale to me, because that really shows me something. That makes me curious. That makes me go, why are they doing that? Because it's not benefiting them. Immediately after looking at that, I might look at that statue, and then eventually I'm going to be like, well, wait, look at the life they're living. Oh my God. Like, I would totally come to this whole point of flipping around and being like, it's just a big, it's a big scam. St. Peter's was built post-Reformation and was trying to show that Protestants were wrong because look at freaking gold leaf. It's marketing. Exactly, Matilda. That's the thing. You shouldn't have to market it. If it's truly God's will and truly this omnipotent thing, at least from my perspective, you shouldn't have to market it. You shouldn't have to go around selling it. Just go do the good. Eventually, this is what happens for me. When people do good things for me in my life, I want to pay it back, and it's just because you feel so blessed, that people have done these things for you. Some people will never truly fully work like that, but you can't sell them, with a marketing ploy. You have to just, do it. So rather than essentially, I don't know, market it, why don't you just get out and just go present a good product. The best products don't need to be marketed, I guess, is essentially what I'm trying to get at. The best products. Now, I'm not saying that all good products are shouldn't necessarily need marketing. McDonald's needs it, Burger King needs it, But I like try to think of something that, maybe doesn't receive much marketing at all. And I think that religion should fall right into that. There shouldn't have to be this show of showmanship and markets, and the best products sell themselves. Exactly. That's the whole point I'm getting at here. I got right away it was a marketing thing. I don't know. The core of Christianity is marketing or I don't even know what that word is. Proselytizing. Am I pronouncing that correctly? And that to me is a problem, Matilda. That shouldn't have to. Some things out there need a little boost because some people don't realize it. And maybe that's what people thought when they were trying to advertise religion. But we're at a point now where maybe some of that stuff could start getting torn down, and then the church would be looked at as, why did they get rid of all that stuff and really give? They gave everything away, because they're truly that giving. That would sell. That would be the best PR move you can do. They want to market it. That's how you market it, by just doing it rather than having to say, look at all this kind of thing. I don't, does that make sense? They're both marketing, I guess, in a way, if you want to break it down that way. Trying to convert peeps, okay. I mean, yeah, I'm trying to convert, but that's the thing. You shouldn't try to convert either, That's a perfect example that I'm using for Not Max. The only people that I've gotten at that I went out of my way to go ahead and contact was Theo and Gene. And it was because I had a request here from a few members that were like, we'd really love to see them. So I called up Theo and I was like, hey, members really miss you guys. I'm doing this thing. They just, they pushed on it. So I figured, why not? I'd ask you. But I'm not really going after anybody else. What I'm doing is I'm letting them come to me because I want to build a product. And I want to build this community with you guys. And I want to build this entire thing with all you guys and have so much fun doing it that all of a sudden the ship is full sail and taking off. And then people just see it. They're like, whoa. And they want to, hop on board, or they want to contribute in some way, whatever it is, however they want to do it. That's essentially how you have to, that's how the original Christianity succeeded in ancient Rome because it was the most inclusive. A women priests. It's ironic it's not inclusive today. For me, it's the worst part of current Catholicism, hypocrisy. And that, Matilda, yeah, you see now that could be the whole thing. Is it flipped around? Get Fratman, not Benny. Good God. And that's the thing, Matilda, is that comes down to this original debate that I always wonder. Is religion really real, or is it created by man to help guide all of us together, or did somebody do it to control? I don't know. A piece of me wants to say that a group of smart men got together put together this idea of religion and wanted to lead the world in a right place. And I think somewhere along the line, somebody became corrupt and something changed. And now we're at where we're at now, which is, only men and, the hypocrisy and what you're talking about. The truth is, we don't really know because we can't go back in time. We can gather evidence and put together a probable explanation of what things have turned into. But yeah, Theo and Gene, the new Nutmex, Fishwick Bites, there you go. That's the kind of plot of the shoes of the fishermen. The new Pope pledges the wealth of the church to save the world from war. I think if they did that, they would become more powerful, but they don't have the balls to realize it. Yeah, exactly. You're right, Bear Dad. I agree. Just contradicting Jesus being God's son and he of the humble life 2013. The Pope has gold robes. You see, but Joanna now, I mean, I get what you're saying, Joanna, and I can agree with you on that. But I have to also say that you're looking at two random things. It's better probably look over of an overall picture. But that's a great point. Just be careful not to try to pick too many different points and say, well, this and this. Because there might be a bunch of it in between there. It's just contradicting Jesus being God. So that's the most disappointing part about the church. As you grow up and learn more about the history of the church, it's more and more from us. I taught you to growing up, yeah. Imagine Leo freaking out. Benny showed up. It's a good guy. That'd be hilarious. If Benny came on cam, I would laugh. But I wouldn't do that to Leo. I wouldn't want to do that to Leo. Unless Leo was cool with it, There was another religion in ancient Rome. Similar message of Christianity, but was more popular. Christianity ended up winning because it included women. That makes complete sense, Matilda. And who knows? That could have been part of a ploy, just to let it. Well, here what we'll do is we'll win the women, and we'll allow women in here, and then later on we'll butt them out. We'll just do it as a way to get their vote in, I guess. I don't know. There's all sorts of possibilities. Nonetheless, that's not really the point of this conversation. The whole entire point goes back to this: is that this entire thing, I feel bad for the people who are the truly good people that are within Catholicism. They're running into a problem where not only are others questioning them, but they might even be questioning themselves in their own institution. That's a sad thing. That is. Jesus did not need any of that to create imperial people. I'm not allowed to accompany my mom to her Catholic prayer meetings only because they do not appreciate the questions I will ask. Wow, see, now that's a problem, Owen. Well, then again, maybe, they're probably perceiving it as you being, a dick or something. Who knows? See, I'm not against that. I'm all about open talk. I want to hear the other points of views too. I want to hear the points of views of the religion, and and I do think that there's some positivity that religion can bring for a lot of people. For me, from the looking into it that I've done, and I'm not claiming to be educated like a crazy madman on religion, like I know it all. But from what I've caught into it, I'm just like, it just doesn't. I'm a logical mind. I need to add things together, and it starts with that, So yeah. Anyway, Matilda, thank you very much for your contribution to this. Clearly, you know something of this. I'm guessing, that you. I don't know for sure if you're a believer or not. You might have just been trying to challenge the point of view. Thank you. Thank you, everybody, for listening, and who popped in on that. I'm glad we can have these kind of logical, nice conversations that don't, not here to offend at all. I have a friend who's an art history professor at USC who just did a book on Christian holy spaces. There's a paradox that Christianity is supposed to be about a community, not a specific place. Her book is on evolution of church spaces. Interesting. That's very interesting, Matilda. And my questions are valid. It's just they do not know how to answer me. The answer is always complicated. It's not an easy thing. That makes sense, Owen. The thing is we can't claim. When you make the claim to know everything, you must have it. If you claim to have, this is a quote I made up. If you claim to have ultimate knowledge, you better have ultimate points of view. There's nothing in this. You'll never have ultimate points of view. Ultimate means the most, everything, seeing it all. In all reality, you're describing what is a quintessential essence of God. You'll never be that. So you can't claim to know. So when you're asking certain questions, they might not have the answers for them at all. It might be complicated, but really, they really don't know. They're basing it maybe off of a feeling, off of a hunch, off of experiences and relating it to certain stuff. But if you truly know something, then you should be able to explain it in a point of view that, in my humble opinion, you should be able to explain it in a point of view that allows them to see your point of view, and so therefore answering the questions that they have. Does that make sense? That's when I feel you really know something, is when you can truly teach somebody else, and have them challenge you in every possible way, and you give them the answer in every possible way. So, no offense to those ladies by any means, and really, I guess what you know is your own perception of reality, and some people's perception of reality is different from others. Does Zeus believe in a God? I don't know. I believe in God slash Jesus. Yeah, was an okay question to learn. I was really lucky. Good for you, Matilda. Good. And I would never in my world want to try and convince you otherwise or change anything about that, because ultimately, at the end of the day, you are a great friend, and I care about you, and you care about me, and that's what matters. It's like I would never make a judgment on your sexual orientation. I would never, so why would I make it on religion at the end, So, I believe in you too, Johnny. Hey, Zeus. Susie, do you believe in God? He's just like, I just like the sun. I like to sit in the sun. I agree. Debate doesn't kill anybody. Hey, Brad, good to have you back. Yeah, no, me too, Rick. I enjoy it. It's fun. But listen, hey, guys, I got to go and let you go. For me, it is 4:45 right now. Technically, that's what... So it's 4:45, so it's 3:45 Pacific time, but I got to be to work tonight at 9:30, and I got a lot of shit to get done before I get into work tonight. I got more laundry to do, I got homework I can get done, it's due by midnight, so I got all this different shit to do. It was a very respectful conversation. I don't want anything but that. If people ever want to be disrespectful, I want to reiterate this one more time too. I remember reading in the blog, the Benji blog, about how I'm asking to ignore members and all this and that. And I want to reiterate that I want this place to be as free as it can be. You guys are allowed to talk about whatever you want to do and say whatever you want to say, and come in here and present your ideas and throw stuff around. And I want it to be something that you guys don't feel you have to be careful about what you say. Say what you want. If you wanna insult me, insult me. I don't, there's a reason why I put the ignore button on there. I don't want to be the one who stifles what you guys want to say because I don't think it's nice. I'm kind of more or less getting at a point here of talking about Herm. I know that some people in here get really irritated by Herm. What I want to say is this, is that for every 20 people that really dislike Herm, there's going to be one person that likes to watch what he says and just gets a good jolly giggle out of it. Even I myself will get annoyed with it. So I just really wanted to point that out, that if somebody's doing that, then you put them on ignore. It's like American free speech. You can say whatever you want, but that doesn't mean that everybody's gonna come out and listen to you. Some people are just gonna roll up the window and be like, I'm not gonna listen to that guy. He's just whatever. So essentially, I want to just kind of point that out. I know that some people here were offended by him and all this and that, and I just want to make that very very clear. That's just take them, put them on ignore, and because I want to keep those rules equal for everybody. I don't want there to be exceptions. I don't want, well, this person can say this. There's one, okay, there is going to be one exception, and the exception is this: if you come in here and there's other frats that are still at the frat pad, and you happen to know their real name or something, don't spat it out. I don't want this to be the place where people come to learn private information about people trying to keep things secret. Let them have their liberty too, So that's the key thing right there. Like that's about it. So, that being said, yeah, I just wanted to let you guys know, yeah. Free speech don't mean you can yell fire in a crowded theater. There you go. That's a good one. This is in the G-pad, right? So anyway, guys, I love you guys. You all take care. Have a great evening, and I'm going to put up the schedule tonight. Can I get a consensus real quick? What's a good time you guys think for everybody, for me to go ahead and stream tomorrow? I work tomorrow night at 8 o'clock. Remember that. So just what are you guys like thinking? Is there Yeah, exactly, Bob. Unless they come here and announce their real names, and that's different, or they announce it in general. All right, never mind. I don't think anybody's gonna be able to answer. I'll come up with a time for you guys tomorrow. 6 my time? Anytime? Okay. I'll do my best here to come up with a time. 6 or earlier if need be. Probably early, that's kind of what I'm thinking. So we'll see. We'll see how things go, but I'll put up the schedule. I might have like a Thursday or Friday off next week, guys, just because I'm going to school and I get there in the morning to do some tutoring, and it just screws my schedule up altogether. So, good God, he's trying to chase these cats that go crawling up on the wall. Anyway, Joanna, I'm gonna be honest, I rarely reply to direct messages. But I did get yours, yes, and you're welcome, and thank you for the thank you. So anyway, guys, I'm out of here. You all take care. Have a great evening, and have a great weekend. If I don't see you tomorrow, and yeah, we will see you guys. Actually, hear this. I like this. If I, even though it's not fucking morning, fuck it. Good morning, and in case I don't see ya, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Alright, I'll see you later.